So this is what I have faced. Nothing great, guys. To God be the glory. My Jamaican backyard garden, Portmore edition. This is gardening with Stacy. Come garden with me now, man. Nothing great. It's just that this sweet sap tree, as you can see, it is leaning over. But that's the least. That's extremely the least. The canes, they stood their grounds. And I'm telling you guys, the wind, it was a hell of a thing. So as you can see, all of my containers are in place. Everything is in place. The plants may be a little distorted, but everything is in place. Even this cucumber, I was thinking maybe was going to be damaged. My grapevine, I don't know, but so many yellow leaves. Maybe too much water, but only this part of the trellis, as you can see, is leaning over. That's a very, very simple fix. Guys, I am just so grateful that it wasn't worse for, well, for me. For some people, it is really, really bad. Really, really bad. Everything is basically in place. Every single thing. To God be the glory. This clothesline right here, that shift a little, that's the least. That's the least. But I think this tree, I think something can be done. I think it can actually go out back. I'm not sure. I think it can. I am just so grateful. I am just so grateful. Well, um, there was once where I had to come out, and there's a hole right here in the wall. I had to come out and rot it out so that some of the water, that's the major thing that I was a little worried about getting flood out, because the water was very high at one point and around here as well. So it was getting up to the block right there, and I was worried that it was going to get up to that area and cause me some flooding. But what I noticed is that we had way more wind than water. I am so happy I made the decision to bring my trees inside on the car porch, especially my banana tree. I am so grateful that I did. I mean, I have no regrets whatsoever that I did. God is so good. I don't mind the work, believe me, based on that wind that we had. Hello, my gardening family. I am so happy to be here, to be doing this. I am so grateful for life. I am so grateful that I was being spared a lot of damages. I mean, places and persons all over the island, they face so much. They face so much. And so I am just grateful. To God be the glory. Great things He has done. Me and my family, we are very much well. we're doing okay, and that is the greatest. So inside I had some leakage. It was manageable, and for the most part, there are some things that I learned, well, that I took as a lesson that I need to improve on. At one point, at one point, I was so terrified. I mean, I was in the kitchen preparing something for my family, and oh, I screamed. I mean, the wind was scary. It was very scary at one point. I screamed, and then I remember the children are there. So I had to compose myself, and I had to breathe. And I said, God, you are with us. I mean, the wind, and all I could think about, was persons that had like zinc roofs, who were living in certain areas. Sorry, guys, I was so worried about those persons. I thought about the homeless persons that didn't make it to shelter. Oh, but to God be the glory, Jamaica did not get a direct hit. Jamaica did not get what was expected to come to us. And so I am so grateful. I remember at one point, like my service provider for my phone, I wasn't getting any signal at all. And I got so worried. I got so worried because I wasn't able to get any calls in or out. And I was worried about my family and friends. Oh, so now I'm thinking that my service provider completely failed me. So the service provider that I use for internet at home, I am now going to get a SIM card from them because I have two SIM cards from one service provider in my phone. So I noticed that the other one, they actually can stand the test of time during a storm. I realized that. So I am going to do that. And another thing that reached me was my cable, my charger cable just stopped working out of nowhere. So I need to have a backup. I need to get a new one plus a backup in the event. And also I need to get a power bank. So apart from the minor things, I mean, I just have to give God thanks. I just have to give God thanks. And I thank you, my gardening family, for checking in, your best wishes and your prayers. I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I just need to put back my garden in place. I will definitely show you. I'm not sure if I will do it today or tomorrow, but I will. Until next time, guys, walk good. My Jamaican Backyard Garden, Portmore Edition. This is Gardening with Stacy. Come garden with me now, man.
And what a nice place to live. Sweet jam.